y'all saying this shit?
You know it's something major if I come to you on Sunday with this type of shit. But I just could not leave it until Monday. This motherfucker really bombed Iran for no fucking reason. Oh yeah, he said he was trying to stop them from attaining nuclear weapons, so he bombed their nuclear sites. But if you remember any of my content in regards to this son of a bitch. Now, the reason that Trump said that he bombed Iran was to stop them from gaining nuclear capabilities. But if you remember, during Trump's first presidency, he killed the Iran deal, which effectively had done that. Barack Obama and the world powers came together and they put a package together and said, hey, if you stop doing all the bullshit, we'll give you a seat at the table, basically. And that's all Iran ever really wanted. That's all most of the Middle East ever even wanted. To be taken seriously, have a seat at the table. And they were given that in exchange for stopping the bullshit. Trump came into office during his first term, killed it. Iran immediately started back, doing what they were doing because they're like, hey, if you're not going to give us a seat at the table, then we're going to keep up with our bullshit to make you realize that we are strong enough to be able to sit at that fucking table. If we're not going to be able to sit at that table, we'll blow that motherfucker off the fucking map. And that's Iran's approach to it. If you're going to treat us like some bastard stepchild and not allow us to sit at the table, I'm going to show you that I'm not a bastard stepchild and I actually got some motherfucking might over here. Now, fast forward, Trump gets reelected. Trump gives Israel the biggest fucking arms deal that they've ever gotten in fucking history of ever, to the tune of over $11 billion worth of shit. Side note, I can't help but remember a certain group of people that were very adamant and very loud pre-election stating Joe and Kamala were complicit in the genocide. My question is, if Joe and Kamala were complicit in the genocide, what the fuck do you call what Trump is doing? I mean, you know what? I don't hear it because I don't hear none of y'all saying shit. And I hate to kick people when they're down, but I can't help but notice that righteous stand that a lot of the pro-Palestine crowd took when they said they could not vote to further a genocide, they could not vote for Kamala and Joe because they were complicit in the genocide. They're quiet now. They're quiet. That righteous stand that they took is going to lead to the annihilation of the Middle East. I said it, motherfucker. Y'all righteous stand on the pro-Palestine side to stop a genocide is going to lead to the annihilation of the entire Middle East. What the fuck use is a righteous stand when it's going to lead to the fucking downfall of your people? I don't understand that. I just really don't. And I hope somebody can explain that shit to me, but I really don't fucking understand it. But to get back to the point, we've seen Israel get the biggest arm package that they ever got in the history of ever in March of this year. 3 months later, in June of this year, Israel strikes Iran unprovoked. To do what? To stop them from attaining nuclear capabilities, which was what the Iran deal was all about, that Trump killed. And fast forward, Israel didn't realize that Iran had some new shit over there, and they have been fucking up the Iron Dome and fucking up Israel. And Israel went back to Trump and said, hey, man, we need some help, bro. We didn't realize they had this type of shit over there. So what has happened? Trump has bombed Iran to stop them from gaining nuclear capabilities. There's so much to unpack with this, y'all. One, as I said before, that righteous stand that a lot of people took is going to lead to the annihilation of the Middle East. Two, I've heard nothing about the $11 billion arms package, including arms and weapons that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris refused to give to Israel that they now have gotten under the Trump regime. That some of them they used to bomb Iran. And now the U.S., against everyone's better judgment, even some of Trump's supporters in the Republican Party, dragging the United States into a war that we weren't a part of. Not even nowhere near a part of. So not only Trump has not stopped any of the wars that were currently going on, and he said on the show that I'll stop those on day one. He's pulling us into a whole nother one. Now here's the kicker. Here's something else to unpack. Iran has been buddy and funding and providing arms to Russia in this whole Russia-Ukraine war. I said that again. Iran has been providing arms to Russia. And Russia has openly said in return that, hey, USA, if you get involved with this, we're getting involved. So now Russia is going to get involved on behalf of Iran. And not only that, China has been buddy-buddy with Iran. And they said, hey, USA, if you get involved with this, we're getting involved. You can look at this video right now and point out about 5 different things that are made in China. So you imagine what a trade war on top of a real war involving China will look like for our economy in the United States of America? Aside from the fact that Donald Trump wants to be a dictator, and there are certain clauses in the United States Constitution that say when we are at war, certain powers are automatically given to the president. So keep an eye out for those wartime clauses to be activated now, giving Donald Trump way more fucking power to act like a fucking king. Aside from the Republicans in Congress not wanting to do their fucking job. Aside from America not paying attention to what's going on. I've seen so many memes already today, but people do not understand the impact of this shit. I need y'all to stop sharing memes and making jokes about this shit and really understand what the fuck is going on. Because while you want to laugh and detach from all this shit, America is being put in a precarious situation. Just today, the threat level was increased to say, hey, there is going to be a terroristic attack in America. We don't know where or when, but the threat level has increased to say, hey, we're going to get attacked. So think about that. Think about that. The next time you want to go hang out and be outside in a crowd, a group of people, that a terrorist might say, you know what? That's my target. Because before all this, that wasn't, an issue. But now, we're subject to being fucking bombed, y'all. We're under a heightened terrorist threat right now. We don't want to accept the fact that this shit could have been prevented. This shit could have been prevented. I know people are tired of me kicking people when they down and pointing fingers at individuals that, voted however they voted. But I don't give a fuck. I will continue to point this shit out. Because somebody got to be the bad guy. As Tony Montana said, you need people like me that you can put your finger and say, look, that's the bad guy. I don't give a fuck. Another thing to unpack, Trump gained a lot of support from young men. A lot of young men, black and white, don't realize that when they registered to vote, a part of you registering to vote was you registering for selective service. Now, what does selective service mean? It's the draft. So, when military enrollment is plateauing, they're going to say, hey, we need more bodies to go fight in the war. And when you don't want to go voluntarily go fight, they're going to draft you. They're going to tell you that, hey, you have to go fight in this war that Donald Trump started, or else you're going to sit in prison. I told you, there's a lot of shit to unpack. So, happy white boys that is in school, if we get the draft started, y'all ass out of there. YNs that's trying to get to the money, get to the bag, they gonna come get y'all ass. All because Trump bombed Iran. Y'all sit down like this shit is normal. This shit is not fucking normal. You can keep detaching from reality if you want to, but reality is gonna keep biting you in the fucking ass. And another thing, stop DMing me talking about, well, what can we do now? What can we do now? What can we do now? I hate that y'all motherfuckers think that there's something that y'all can do now. Like, y'all could just magically roll back your fucking votes. Like, stop fucking DMing me and other people asking, what can we do now? What can we do now? Here's a thought. Start listening to the motherfuckers that trying to advise y'all about shit like this beforehand. So that you don't have to ask the question, well, what can we do now? What can we do now? What can we do now? You can't do shit but prepare and pray. Because it's some shit coming. That's all I can say to y'all.